All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun. Hey, money, money. There's a oh, that's we got the top. And lining up these two. Blah, 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 blah. Because we're going to have some fun. Tab and pin time. Write down what I have to tell you to write down today and have some fun. And we're going to go over to this. I'm going to show you your future. Your future is right in front of you. It's right there. It's right there. Wow. Wow. It is. You see, today, if you think about a corporation, you talk about an LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, fantastic. Here's our problem. No rich and famous person ever allowed their corporation to do business. They let the corporation own businesses. That's called subsidiary, like the banks. The banks last year, you know what they did? They bankrupted 22,000 locations. That's what they did, 22,000 locations. All they did is write off on their taxes. You see the problem, you watch the game being played in front of you and you don't play yourself. That's the problem you got to have. Now, I believe you have a rerun every day. Every day it's the same damn rerun. You haven't changed your life. You're doing the same thing again and again. I bet you it's kind of boring. What do you think? What if we learned to play my way? Because guess what? I want you to play to win, win. What does that mean? Come on, let's go back in time. When I created this, I was 14 and a half years old. I wrote it when I was basically 13, 14, 15. It's fun. Winning the game of business. What does that mean? Hey, I just want to create products. I created some things and some patents. I wrote some patents. Amazing. What does that mean? I wrote some patents. Now somebody puts Bill in his name. He puts Dave Ramsey. Yeah. Why do they keep bringing up this liar? Okay. All right. Dave Ramsey's been lying for 30 years. That's what I tell you. It's just the truth. But that's up to you. If you want to be broke, listen to the guy. If you want to get millions and billions, listen to me. I've done it for 50 years. See, I've been helping people twice a day, Monday through Friday, and all day on Saturday. We get to have fun and play. But again, you have to learn how to listen. Today, what do we get to do? That's a rhyming thing to do too. Tab and pin time. Today's March 30th. Oh my goodness, what do I do? Panic. You have to. Not only will the end of this month will happen in a day or so, but you also got the first quarter ended. You're not prepared. Now you got to play catch up. You might as well play catch up when it comes to August 1st because that's April Fool's. Turn around, mama, catch up to baby tomato. What do? Catch up. It's simple. See, I got a couple of problems. I stutter once in a while. Isn't that terrible? I rhyme all the time, too. I got an IQ off the chart. I wrote both hands at the same time. But I created my first million and billion. Is that fun? Oh, there's my favorite, Black King Fud. I love him. He's great. He's been around for 30-some-odd years, and his family as well for about 50. They won't go away. That's okay. We're having fun. Now, understand something today. Let's talk about you. You. Why? You're a CFO. Fantastic. You're a CFO. What does that mean? Well, you got some clowns online. What do? You got to pay it off every month. Oh, yeah. I've never seen so much dumb in my life, to be honest with you, but it's just what it happens to be today. Now, let's focus, okay? Now, here's 2 credit cards. Let's understand something. Here's my cards. If you want to maintain a $50,000 card, 50,000 right here, this is 50. You cannot pay it off every month, every week. Ooh. If you want to follow circus clowns, go ahead. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's very simple. If you pay off your credit cards weekly or every month, they're going to shrink your limits or close your account. You got to have 29%. That's what I wrote next, 77 and 78, and all the 3 through the process, creating what? Auto income. And what did I do? Guess what? I created what? The fluctuation rules and tools. Hey, we had problems in the 70s and 80s. First was the oldest card, then the utilization process, 29% rule, and then we had basically what? Granny money. I called it granny money. See, we had people close an escrow. They got stuck. Kind of sucked. So guess what? They called it gifted money back then too. So what do? Let's pretend today you have bad credit. What much of you do? What's your problem? Utilization. The goal is very simple, utilization. What does this mean? I'll bet you jacked up the wrong card and got stuck. All right, because what happens? All cards need a sticky. Sticky proof it. Isn't that fun? Now, these cards do not fluctuate. These are gold and platinum. So understand what this means. They have no paid over time limit that's going to hurt you. In other words, if you jacked it up for the POT, paid over time limit, up to $100,000, you're okay. Up to 100,000, you're okay. Well, what happens? Very simple. These people online that show you got 900,000, $1 million of American Express, it's a lie. Why? American Express has a $25,000 spend, put you in a financial review. They want to log in your bank accounts. They want to verify you again and again. So you're not getting past $25,000 out ever. These are liars. Unfortunately, they have them everywhere you go. Now, what do? Here's my wife's Amex cards. I like that. Here's my wife's cards. Here's mine. Here's mine. Here's my other cards. This is 100,000 of basic personal credit. It gives you about 71,000 of safety credit. Let's understand safety credit. Very important to understand safety credit. If we did this correctly, my mother-in-law's in Colombia. Here's her 3 cards from American Express, okay? From Colombia. Isn't that fun? You see, you could play and understand what's called a W-7 form. That's someone for international. You get a W-7, ITIN, and EIN. We'd play. The goal is to play the game to win. Okay. Let's pretend today you're listening 100% with these ears, and that's what God gave us. We look at God, family, money. God, family, money. What does that mean? If we look at our personal credit cards today and utility bills, you go automatic payment. That's the goal, to be automatic payment. Then you want to go paperless. Paperless. What does this mean? You call 888-567-8688. You opt out off the national mailing list. You see, today you're on the national mailing list, and that's what's happening today. They're selling you on the black web and the dark web. Because you didn't opt out on the mailing list. You didn't remove yourself on the national mailing list, and that's what you didn't do for you. If I was automatic payment on credit cards and utility bills and automatic payment paperless, well, what do you do next? Every credit card should have an extra payment, weekly or biweekly. That simulates the file. I mean, you go up and away, and that's the ultimate goal. That's what you get to do. Now, if you did this correctly, in 90 days, your credit score would go up and away. In 90 days. What does this mean? In 90 days, anybody can put their credit score to a 750 score. Anybody can, if they listen to rules and tools. But again, will you listen to the rules and will you follow the tools? Very simple. As we play this game to win, that's the ultimate goal. To me, it's always been a game. Why? I'd like you to get some free books today. Is that okay? Some free stuff? I think free stuff's kind of fun. I understand something. If today we literally did what? Okay, we turned around and did this, what I just told you to do. We opt out 5 years or a lifetime on the national mailing list. The phone number's right here. We make our payment on our credit cards. All right, minimum payment, automatic payment, utility bill as well. And then we make an extra payment on a weekly base. Everybody's score go to 750. That's all you got to do. These, I call them clowns, telling you what you need to do. Excuse me. I watched 4 people last week. Hey, look what I did for my client. No, you didn't. I wrote this system. It does it by itself. It's not hard to do anything as long as you know how to do things and follow through. So do yourself a favor, please. Do not hire the circus clowns out there doing credit repair or these coaches for $20 a month. Come on. $20 a month. You're going to be a coach. You're going to join the school. I'm sitting in the Reynolds University, a real organization, 501c3 exemption. So understand, let's play my way. What do we have to do? Why don't you download the book called Free called Winning the Credit Game? So you don't have to hire credit repair. See, credit repair is fraud. I didn't say it. Federal Trade Commission says it every day. Must be a nonprofit, have 501c3 exemption, not collect money up front, and register with the Attorney General's office. You ever heard them before? Now they got a problem. So the bottom line is very simple as we play this game. Remember, Winning the Credit Game is a free download. It uses the open market. It's about $100. It's free if you did it now. If you do it now, Linktree. Now, if you look in the book, what you're going to find out is part of my Lamborghini collection. See, I was bored for about 10 years. When I was bored, I bought 21 cars. What are you going to do when you have too much money? I buy cars. I just went after a divorce. I was bored during those 12 years. Then I raised my daughters, living in the same house with a cheating wife. Cheating wife. Can you believe that? I looked at the Bible. What did they say the Bible can do? I can't do that because what it said in the Bible I want to do, but guess what? So I stayed with that cheating woman. 12 years raising my daughters. What do? I was bored. I bought 21 cars in the car collection. Kind of fun. So if you want to learn to play my way, I create millions and billions, and I did it for myself and my clients too. I incorporate presidents. I incorporate people how to fun and have fun. Let's play. Now, download it free. You save yourself $100. It's in the link tree. It's very simple. I like that. The link tree will give you the free books. Isn't that fun? We play the game to win. So understand something. Again, the pretty one in the past was the red one. Why? That's how I wrote it. I wrote the book called Prove It or Remove It. So it's Prove It or Remove. That's what I wrote. See, I had a problem. In the 70s, when I helped set up the credit system, I felt guilty after we got done with it. Oldest card, fluctuation rule, no problem. What did we got? We had it's called gifted money. Gifted money became granny money. Granny money became gifted money because you had to get money to have close an escrow. So the oldest card, 28% rule. That's what we did. We did it back then. Oldest card, 29% rule. Very simple. Made it simple for all of us. So that's why they say below 30. And these circus clowns say pay it off every month. I tell you no. Now remember when we wrote a book, Ken Yarbrough and I, he was security chief at Tier W. All right, we wrote this book called File Segregation. It's new credit file. This actually shows the consumer how to set up a new file and screw up their creditors in the past. So them go away, go away. This I didn't like when we got done with it. Can you imagine? This book taught you how to set up a new credit file and not pay your creditors. When we got done, I didn't like the fact that Ken wanted to lie. Now, this is security chief at TRW, Ken Yarbrough, and I wrote a book, File Segregation. Going through the book, I felt guilty. It's like, oh my goodness, what happens? This is dangerous. If someone did file segregation, they didn't pay their creditors. That means they ripped off their creditors like the credit repair people do today. See, that's what they do. You're going to write letters and get the credit bureaus to be tricked. Fantastic for you. If you don't pay your debt because you got, utilization from it, you got benefit from the debt, you're a damn crook. If you don't be a crook, hire a credit repair company. Be a crook. Simple. Because it's against the real rules and tools. Fair Credit Reporting Act, not allowed to collect money up front, but they do it every day. Did you know they indicted Daniel, the credit repair cloud, $3 million? Probably going to put his butt in jail where he belongs. Wow. What do we do? So understand something, okay? I didn't like file segregation when we got it done. What I did is I showed you basically here me. I accomplished my goals. That's the highest kick, fastest kick in 1981. It's only 13 feet. How about one of the cars in the car collection? How about one of the houses, the mansions? How about one of the yachts? Why not? See, I'm the guy you can verify not full of crap. Unfortunately, most people are full of doo-doo, sorry to say. So get a copy of Winning the Credit Game. Okay, very simple. What I did, basically, I updated it again and again. I made it look like a chess game. Because I became a chess master about 13 years old, having fun. Would you like to play? So guess what today? I'd like you to get the book called Starting It Right for You and your kids. Learn how to play the right way. Unfortunately, you're doing what you think is right, but kind of screwing it up anyway. Anyway, what happens with you today? I think you're guessing. I think the problem you have is you listen to circus clowns. They're everywhere. All right, don't sell me the water. Don't buy a house. Blah, 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 blah. F your grandma. I don't get it. I don't understand. I started TikTok 19 weeks ago just to see if I like it, to see if I have some fun with some people. I realized that I'm helping a lot of people, but I got to get them past that circus clown situation because why? They're listening to dumb information. I set up the damn system. It's very simple. I, Ray Reynolds, did this. 29% rule and tool. Sticky behind the card. How hard is that to figure out? Sticky, sticky, sticky. Wow. So if I'm at 29% below, I'm in the green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That's how we designed it. These cards don't fluctuate. The ability to listen and learn. What a concept. To listen and learn, so you jack up these cards in a bad day. Lost your job? Okay, we all do. What's the difference? Nobody cares if you go through a bad time. Nobody cares at all. Yeah, I was born in a freaking taxi. Who gave a crap about that? Nobody did. Nobody gave a blankety blank. This is how it works. So again, in the link tree, this is called Starting It Right for you. Starting It Right. So I'd like you to think about this. Get this book for you and your kids. Download it for free. It's in the link tree. Now. Simple. If you need to, you can call the office right away. It's 800-254-9506. Get a hold of someone called a specialist. They're going to help you get the books if you're missing where you can find them in the link tree. So what do? Starting It Right for the kids and for the grown-ups to learn about credit. Because no one taught you how to play the game to win. That's your biggest problem today. Starting out right, what do we get? Now we got what? Winning the credit game. Let's win. See, the problem, I don't think you're winning today. Is that okay to say the truth? It'll set you free. I don't think you're winning at all. What do we have a problem? It's very simple. The lack of knowledge is our dumbness. We're not dumb. We just follow dumb. Now let's think today. Let's pretend you wanted to play and be serious about this. I'm going to pull out about $4 million of credit for the fun of it because these cards are, they're heavy. We're at about 100,000 each and paid over time limit. How many would you like? How many would you like today? Simple. They offer you 99 cards if you want, but I don't want you to have 99. I want you to have 9. Is that okay? We have 9 right away. 99999. Remember, this is very simple. Okay. This is basically the Ray Reynolds Blueprint Live. That's what it is. We get to play the game. You want to play? You want to play? It's very simple. What are we going to do today? You're going to take a picture. Okay, not of me, of that. That's your future. That's your future. It has been your future since day one, but it's up to you. No rich and famous person ever allows their business to do business. What does that mean? I got an LLC. Fantastic for you. When they sue it, they sue you and your spouse. Congratulations, your bucks, ducks, and sheeps. You might as well walk around going, bah, 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 whack, whack, whack. Bank of America doesn't let their parent company do business. They own branch numbers, cities and states, even grocery stores. You're going to do a corporation? Goody for you. That means when they sue it, again, they sue your spouse. Fantastic. And then you roll the dice and you fall on your face. 97% of you fell on your face trying to be an entrepreneur. It's just the truth. You know what the secret is? There's no damn secret. It's some people know how to play, some people don't. So what do we get to do today? What if we listen very carefully? We listen and we turn our ears up and we write things down. And we get that 100,000 of personal credit. That's 71,000 of safety for the family. God, family, money. God, family, money. That's what I'm going to tell you all the time. God, family, money. So understand, what do we get to do today? Why don't we play the game to win? Okay, so let's pretend you're going to listen to me because I wrote the book when I was 14 and a half, 15. I brought it out there when I was 16 in 1976. Had $1 million in the bank, driving a Lamborghini Countach to Orange Coast College part-time. Woo! Bum, bum, bum. You can verify me. I'm not full of doo-doo. Most people are. Isn't that terrible? They're full of what? Doo-doo. What do we do? All right, winning the game of business. I wrote it and I put it out there in 1976. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. Every Tuesday, Orange County. Every Wednesday, Bonaventure. Every Thursday, Ontario. Every Saturday, Long Beach, California. Simple. 32 years, 6 days a week, doing it online. I've been writing checks for millions and millions of dollars all the time. It's very simple, writing checks because radio and TV, fantastic. I decided to try this TikTok thing 19 weeks ago. Well, tiki talk. Why not? I got 66,000 followers in basically a short period of time. How am I doing so far? You know what's very simple? I didn't like TikTok. Sorry. I don't like the circus clowns going blah, 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 blah. This guy telling you about you right after your haircut, right after your Rolex. You can have a chef at home. I've never heard someone as dumb in my life. I've been studying accounting and law and accounting since I could walk practically. Born in a taxi kind of sucks. But again, what you can do today. What if today I get you to listen a little bit? What if you really want to get there? Now let's talk about you. Okay, out of this 100 plus people today, what do we got? Very simple. And then thousands and thousands and thousands. What do we do? Well, it's simple. You got to quit being you. Fire yourself because the problem is very simple as you. Today, we have to be a CFO for our family. CFO for family. God, family, what? And money. God's always first. Families, husband and wife become one. And then we need money to support the family. Then we're a CFO for the corporation. Oh, you have an LLC? Fantastic for you. It's a limited liability company fed off the associate, what? The sole proprietor. Sole proprietor became LLC. Fantastic. Because it's an LLC, when they sue it, they're going to sue you. Congratulations. Eventually, hopefully, you turn into an S Corp. Don't worry, when they sue the S Corp, they still sue you. But you got a different way to protect yourself if you want to. LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. Fantastic. What do we get to do? Why don't we build structure and finance the dream? What do you think? There's structure, there's finance. Let's do this. Let's play the game to win as we play this game and play the game as well. All right, so guess what? So as we guys, it's very simple. Now, let's ask some couple of questions, okay? I'm going to take my magic wand out, very simple, and I'm going to point over here, way over here to Bitcoin. Would you like some Bitcoin? Would you like some stock? How about gold or silver? How about a storage unit? How about a Wendy's, a car wash, or an apartment complex? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you a basic question. I'd like you to respond. How many of you would like $1 million of credit? Please write down and say $1 million. Let's do the number one. So let's type number one. 111. Come on. Let's have some fun. Who wants $1 million of credit? Come on, write down number one now. Type it and put it in the link tree. Push that yellow button on the side. Let's get a lot of ones going. Come on, come on. You want to be a millionaire? Come on, come on. I want a $1 million credit. Come on, Jamie. Come on. How many want $1 million credit? Come on, Alexander. Fantastic. You want $1 million of credit. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want cash or credit? Do you want cash or credit? Simple. Do you want cash, $1 million of cash, or do you want credit? It's very simple. So let's put the basics to understand. Credit or cash, credit or cash. You got to make a decision. So I just said $1 million of cash is number 111. Who wants $1 million in credit? Write down number 2. Put down number 2. Please put 2. Come on, number 2. 2. You want credit versus cash? Come on, Angel. Come on, Liz. Let's see if you want to play my way just a little bit. So we have some 2s. Fantastic. We have any more 2s? So what do we get to do? Here's our problem. Okay, the problem is how you receive money. Okay, let's understand something. I'd like you to think about, would you like credit or cash? Cash or credit? Love to camp too. Okay, that's what does this mean? If I have $1 million of cash, now the next problem I have is, what bank do I put it in? I wrote you a check for $1 million. Where do you bank it? Do you bank it to the corporation or you? It's very simple. Do you bank it for the corporation or you? You got choices to understand how to play. What does this mean? Okay, let's understand how we receive money matters. How I receive money matters. Now, bottom line is, I don't want cash because cash means I pay tax. If I bank the cash in my paycheck or on my what? All right, personal account, I have to pay tax on the interest I earn. That's a mistake. Now, if I have a corporation, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, if I put the money there, okay. Now, if I put it in the corporation, it's a problem you're going to have is you're going to waste the money. Come on. I mean, you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and you've been pissing away money your whole life. That's what I say. You've been wasting it. You all spend, what, $50 every other day on crap? $50 a day? What are you doing? Come on. What if I hand you $1 million of credit? Would that be okay? What if the corporation had a line of credit and you bought a piece of something? What's that piece going to look like? It's going to be up to you as you play this game to win. The ultimate goes up to you. Now, let's understand. Let's turn around and use some basic common sense. We're going to sell common sense in a bottle, okay? I give you $1 million in credit. Okay, what would you do with it? Cash is going to be king and queen, but it also pays tax when you receive money. Put it in the corporation, you better leverage some money. If you reference 3 times 5, that turns $1 million into $15 million of line of credit. So would you like cash, listen very carefully, of $1 million of cash, turning a reference of 3 times 5 is $15 million of credit. Is that good or bad? Next thing is you're still building credit. You understand? Credit offsets taxes. Debt offsets its taxes. A corporation that basically finances itself offsets the interest rate and the credit no matter what you do. So you're offsetting the taxes and the money. So what do? So if we look at this blueprint right here on the board, as I understand the blueprint, if I have cash in the bank, all right, unfortunately, most of you waste the money. You've been doing that most of your life anyway. All right, to play your way. Well, my way is very simple. I'm going to have a corporation. I'm going to take my LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Company, and I'm going to convert it to S Corporation as fast as I make money. If you make money, it's an S Corp, in my opinion. Do what you want. I'm not here to be safe an attorney. I'd like you to play my way because I think your way sucks. Isn't that terrible of me to say that? So what do? Okay. So let's understand today. All right. Cash is king and queen, but what do we need to do? If we leverage money to more money, here's the problem. You get money every day. Okay. You get your paycheck. What are you trying to do? You have the rerun every day. You do the same thing again and again. I think what you do sucks. Sorry. I think you have the same rerun all the time and you don't change anything. I think you got to think about going back to what I said in the beginning of the statement today. No rich and famous person allows their parent company to do business. Parent companies own businesses. Now, the clowns want you to have 5 LLCs. Okay, I'm going to tell you no. Why? If you had 5 LLCs, most of the time the LLCs are not even your own state. So keep in mind, very simple, what happens today. This is the Department of Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement. They're going to be looking and auditing anybody who has a corporation out of the state they don't live in. So that means Wyoming, if you let you live there, forget it. Nevada, you don't live there, forget it. Delaware, forget it. See, what they want you to do is focus. You're not trying to hide an asset or money or equities. We're not allowed to hide. information. Don't worry, it's not hidden anyway. You see, I got 5 LLCs in Wyoming. Fantastic for you. What happens? Very simple. That means they're going to see the 5 LLCs. What are you doing with them? What are you doing with them? They're saying there's an equity. What equity are you protecting? There's no equity to protect. You're protecting assets. What assets are you protecting? What are you trying to do? Let's understand something. So if we're going to have money and we're going to package it the right way, let's think of what I did. Very simple. The LLC, as far as I'm concerned, can turn to S. It should. The S corporation should basically do one thing. Okay. Let's understand something. Okay. All right. LLC. All right. Is going to turn into S corp, single filing, because the circus clown is going to talk about that 15.3% tax, blah, blah, blah. Can your holding company be in Wyoming or Delaware or Nevada? Yes. All right. In the future, because here's our problem. You don't have an asset to hold. What are you doing? Okay. Let's understand. You must have a legitimate corporation running an operation. Could you choose your parent company, holding company, and another state? Of course you can. It's called venue. But again, what are you holding today? Why would you ever do Wyoming in the first place unless you live there? I mean, because ding dongs did it years ago. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you go back in time, let's understand something. 1995, every credit card and bank was Delaware. Delaware decided to disclose information. Real businesses ran to Wyoming, Nevada. Real businesses, not you doing these circus clown things. 5 LLCs makes no sense. Your state wants you to focus in your state. That's what they want to focus in. You incorporate in your state today. Simple. If we do our corporation in our state, LLC to S, C is double tax to S. I'm going to say S corp all the way. Why? Because then I get to $3 to $5 million. I don't have to worry about anything else besides what? Playing the game to win. So I want you to think about, yes, the answer is yes, but future. What assets you protect, what equity you protect. You see, you haven't built a business doing $1 million to $5 million yet. Until you're doing $5 million, you might as well stay S corporation in your own damn state. You have nothing to protect. Corporations are financing the dream structure because you offset the taxes and income. What? You don't pay taxes, you're profitable. So if you learn to play my way, you're going to have some fun. Now, this is about $4 million. Would you like it? How much would you like? Okay. You see, if we did this correctly, I'm going to tell you my way is very simple. I'm going to take your LLC, C corporation. I'm going to make it an S corporation because I said so. Now, what does that get to do for us? I'm going to turn around and get some lines of credit as well. So let's position ourselves to win. Is that okay? We're going to get these cards for the parent company. So the corporation right there, let's say they have 100,000. These are paid over time limit at 100,000. That's what they are. Keep in mind what happens. Now, if you use it for $25,000, American Express is going to put you in a financial review every time. So when you see this circus clown say, I got this 950,000, card, it's a bunch of hooey. It's a bunch of BS. They're going to log into a bank account, verify 30 transactions, and 100,000 in the bank account. American Express only lets you spend what you actually have in the bank. They let you spend what's in the bank. They'll front you $25,000. That's about it. From there, going to verify you have money. If you don't have the money, they're going to close the card and shut it down or shrink your limit anyway. So you got to understand, creditors are going to shrink your limits. Like I've had 6 cards right now from clients that listen to circus clowns. This guy, Ryan, who bought my books years ago. All right, I had this nice nurse. She's a nice lady. They shut her $14,000 card from Capital One down because she paid it off every month. Let's tell the truth. Your creditors want to make money off you. When you don't actually let them make an interest on that payment they gave you on that credit card, they give it to somebody else. So if you pay it off every month, and I'm going to trick them, I don't have to pay interest because I paid it before it's due. Fantastic. They're going to shrink your limit and close your account. Now, the problem is, let's say they don't. Wow. Go for a line of credit for the corporation. They're not going to give you a big line of credit. Why would they? You're not using the money. If you don't use the money, you can't get the honey. Here's inks. These are inks. I love the ink cards. There are 6 Chase ink cards, no interest rate, up to 22 months. So we got there's 6 cards here. This is more than 6. This is 300,000. If we got 300,000 here and these 200,000 are cards right here, it's $500,000. Now listen carefully. Now, what do you see on the board here? We're going to daisy chain it to divisions. We're going to daisy chain the credit to each division. What does that mean? Each division under a corporation is entitled to its own credit reports. So that means if I have 100,000 to the parent company, I'm going to get it per division. If I have nine divisions, okay, plus the parent company, I now have $1 million of credit, half of a gold or a platinum card. Pick one. Which one do you like? Would you like 200,000 in credit? Maybe. Let's do this. American Express has this called Blueprint Loan. Let's pretend you're going to do exactly what I tell you to do. Now, remember, you do, we do, I do. 99% of my clients always want me to do the work with them or for them. That's okay. Less than 1% will try on their own. They all fall on their face anyway. So go fall on your face, come back and say, Ray, it didn't work because you didn't listen to me. It's up to you. So 1987, I created the dashboard that allows tax ID for cash reports. So what do? Take a picture here, not of me or this. Simple. This is a blueprint loan American Express offers. But remember, the American Express blueprint loan is only to the corporation or the divisions if you have 30 transactions and $100,000 a month in the income. If you don't, forget it. They're not going to give it to you. Remember, come on, the creditors want to make money off of you. If you pay off your credit card every month, they're not making money. They're going to shut down your limits and your cards. And then from there, what are you going to have? You want corporate credit? Fantastic. I'm an underwriter. I've been trading banks for almost 30 years, 20 and a half years. Well, you're not using the credit we gave you. Why would you give you more credit? You kept tricking us not to pay the bill. Wow. Do yourself a favor on personal credit. Below 29%, rapid rescore would block your crap and push your score up. See, most of you have a problem today. Your problem is very simple. It's going to be you. What does this mean? If you were in a rapid rescore today, write down rapid rescore. It's very simple. I created that back in the 70s and 80s. Once again, we had utilization, we had oldest card, we had granny money, and we did rapid score. A rapid score allowed somebody in a mortgage, all right? They basically close mortgage and have a better interest rate because why do they get to pay down their debt to ratio? No one told anybody, so they screwed it all up all the time. Happens even to this day. What do you get to do? You get to play the game to win. So rapid rescore, let's understand. If I did a rapid rescore today, block my crap, push my scores up, I get green lights to get more credit. You're going to need credit to build your credit because credit actually reduces your debt. Hey, come on, you're jacked up on all your cards. How are you going to reduce the debt? You didn't put a stick in the back of the card. How do you reduce it? If I get a rapid rescore and I push my score up, it gets green lights. Then I have the possibility to get another card to do debt consolidation across the board. I can reduce debt to ratio to 29%. Then I use these cards because they don't fluctuate. This is your 71,000 of safety. That's what you need to do. But again, it's up to you if you want to follow through. Keep in mind, I'm online twice a day, sometimes 5 times a day, and all day on Saturday. What does we get to do? When we did this, is very simple, long time ago, as we play this game. My first system was this, winning the game of business. I wrote it when I was 14 and a half, put it out there by the time I was 16. Driving a Lamborghini with the Quintosh. Lamborghini, bum, 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 bum. Bought it from an auction. I was a kid. I invented Car Finder, and later on, that concept became GPS. Kind of fun stuff. So what do we do today? What if we listen? Could you imagine creating a line of defense? The line of defense? See, did you take your picture of that yet? Come on. Did you take a picture? I think you should take a picture. I think you got to focus on something very simple. Let's do this right there. I mean, that's all you have to do. Isn't that easy? Come on. You drove 4 boxes. Wow. What do we do? So if you listen very carefully, no rich and famous person ever allowed their parent company to do business. It owned businesses. Divisions became that replacement. So if you're LLC today, it's very simple. What do we do this? Let's play the game to win just a little bit. Okay? Let's draw some colors because it's fun. All right. Let's pretend today we're going to play my way because your way, I'm going to say sucks. Okay? Let's pretend your parent company is a management company. Okay? Management company. There's your management company. There's your line of defense. It owns this division. This division now has $100,000 of credit. We buy a storage unit. This has $100,000 credit again. We buy a laundromat. $100,000 credit again. What do? Very simple. We're going to buy another piece. What we're trying to create is income. The income base is what we're looking for. So if I build credit here, remember, no rich and famous person ever allowed their parent company to own companies or to do business because this would be dumb. If they sue that, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. If your corporation owns divisions, process, you build a line of defense. See, the line of defense is very important to all of us to understand how we'll play this game. As we play, we want to play to win. So guess what? I'd like you to think about you today. What if you could listen and learn and understand how to play the game to win? See, I think your biggest problem is you. All right, what does that mean? You're the biggest problem you have today. We have the ability to change our life if we want to. That hasn't changed because this corporation here, or LLC, or what do you have today, or C Corp or S Corp, is going to own divisions. Divisions are your line of defense. That would be the ultimate goal for all of us. But again, you want to do it your way. Okay? I'm sorry, I think your way sucks. Is that okay to say the truth? Hey, Uncle Nate, how you doing so far? I'm having fun. Are you having fun today? We get to play the game to win. So what do we get to do? Let's think about today. If we want to play the game to win, we want to basically do this right there. I hope you take your picture. You see, if you're letting your LLC do business, I'm going to call that dumb. When they sue it, they sue your spouse. Congratulations for you. Now you got Wyoming. Guess what? They get audited that. What asset are you protecting to have 5 LLCs? It makes no damn sense. I'm going to get Wyoming. Good, you don't live there. See, they're auditing anybody who has a corporation out of state. If it's not in your state where you live, guess what? They're going to come get you. Did you know an S corporation doesn't pay tax until up to about $5 million anyway? Wow, 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 wow. So if I have my LLC, it's a limited liability company, and I do business, they sue my spouse. Now I'm really going to be sleeping on the couch, huh? Come on, man, you have a problem. You started a business 5 times. Your wife's going, it's going to work. It's going to work. Ah. That's what's happening. Okay. When it doesn't work, she goes, couch time. There you go. You see, you got to realize something. It takes money to get honey. Well, that's very simple. I understand something. All right. Sex and money screws up marriages every day. If you're going to go get the gusto, go get the dream, guys, let's do it right. I'm sorry, the way you did it sucks. Ladies, same thing about you. What did you do? Blah, 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 blah. Let's quit listening to a bunch of circus clowns, okay? Why don't we take our corporation, the LLC, turn it into an S corporation? Let's understand a paycheck is taxed before we get the leftover. Wow. If I have a house payment, I can recycle money and get my money back. Oh, I like that. But you listen to circus clowns. Don't buy a house. Sell me the water. Oh, what a biggest clown I've seen out there. Now, house payment for 24 years is interest. Interest, isn't that fun? So if I have a house payment and I have a paycheck and it's taxed, I'll get my money back on my tax return. Well, that concept is called recycling money. So I like that. What do you think? Now, if we have our credit sucks, what do? We rebuild the credit up, and away. It's very simple. See, here's your future. I think your biggest problem is you. I think you should fire yourself and hire me. That's just my opinion for you. So let's do this today. Let's find mirror. Let's look in the mirror and go, you're fired. You should be. Why? Come on. If you didn't get the millionaire status yet, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry. What is wrong with you? Come on. I got the millionaire status when I was 15 damn years old. This is easy stuff. 15 years old. Would you like me to add you to a card? Let me do that too for you. See, you fire yourself, you hire someone like me. There's only one me. So guess what you get to do? You get to play my way. I think your way sucks. If I add you to a credit card or credit line, I use my history to help you. I don't believe in credit lines because that's a fraud. Very simple. So guess what? If you have any questions and answers, I'll give you the answers to every question you have. So please ask any question you have, type it up, put it in the link tree, right? Put in the DM, everything else you want. Simple to play. Type it out now. The ultimate goal is we get to play the game to win. Don't just watch me play. I want you to play too. Now, it's a silly thing. I watched one guy create this. This is the biggest BS I've seen in my life. Okay, what is it? Well, let's see. The 0 to 9% is excellent. I wrote the rules, you ding dong. This is a lie. All right, it's 29%. It's that simple. 29% below is green and excellent, period. This is crap. I mean, I've never seen much crap in my life. They can create the con you all day long. 29% debt to ratio, very simple. Maintain 15% as an average balance so they give you more credit. Don't do that. They're going to screw it up. They're going to come get you. So guess what? You got a question? Q&A all the way. Ask a question. I'll answer your question too. Studying the law and accounting my whole life. And I get to help you. What a concept today. All right. Let's pretend, okay, you got these ink cards. So I understand what this means. Inks. Now, these are credit cards up to what? 29. All right. We're going to do it again. Think about it again. The 20% to ratio doesn't work on the corporate credit cards. Corporate cards do not show up on personal file, but that doesn't mean you max the damn thing out. So these are ink cards. If I got ink cards, what I'm going to do with ink cards or credit card, I'm probably going to buy some basically storage unit. No, go way over there. I'm going to take out my magic wand, okay, which is bent and broken. Mine doesn't work. Can I borrow yours? BBB, RB, what, BS? Okay. If I take basically cards, this is ink cards up to 50,000 each, okay? I'm going to take one of these and buy some Bitcoin right over here. Bitcoin, why not? Well, the reality is this. If I lose, I write it off. If I win, I write off the gain anyway, up to 47%. Then I can borrow against it again and again. This is free damn money. If I want gold, then do the same thing. Silver, stock exchange, whatever. How about we take a line of credit now? Here's our problem. By the way, it's your problem. I think your biggest problem is you. See, what happens is you should create a line of credit. If we get a line of credit, let's think of the 4 banks I like. Since there's no questions, I'm going to continue going on till you ask a question. Ask a question, Q&A. If I take the Chase lines of credit, 150s. If I take the B of A, 150s, okay? If I take the U.S. Bank, 150s. If I take the Wells Fargo, 150s, hell, why not? You see, each one of these is 150 line of credit. What would I do? I would write a check to an escrow. Let's watch what happens. If I had 100,000 of credit and I daisy chain it by 9 divisions, that gives me 9 lines of credit plus a parent company. So one of these cards makes it at $1 million. These I can have $1 million. I can turn around for the gold and platinum cards. Have $1 million in credit there. How much millions would you like? If we build foundation, dream, we get the goodies. Structure builds finance and dream. Structure builds what? Structure builds finance and dream. Structure builds finance and dream. I understand. That's what I've done all my life. All I know is when I started helping hand industries as a kid, we got these credit cards came in the mail. It freaked us all out. What? See, the 70s and 80s credit cards came in the mail. All it said is activate the card. That's all it said. So I've been collecting this since I was a kid. It's kind of fun. So if we get these cards per division, each division has 100,000 on credit. And I like gold and platinum because they give us what? A blueprint loan. The blueprint loan is the ultimate goal for all of you. If they give us 250, up to 250, that's what they're going to give you. What's going to happen is you're going to have that line of credit to buy something. If I was to buy a Wendy's restaurant, I can't buy the whole thing. It's too expensive. What if I had 5 people to 10 people buy the Wendy's restaurant and the escrow? The escrow basically formulates the 10 people investors. Each investor gets a deed of trust for a percentage of a Wendy's restaurant. Each investor, after they put their line of credit in, what is going to happen? At a Wendy's restaurant, you're all going to put 100,000 in. So we got to have that 250 from American Express or the 150 from one of the banks. If I put 100,000 in escrow, I'm entitled to a deed of trust. The deed of trust gives me the ability to own a piece. I want $1 million in credit. Well, that makes sense because it makes sense. Now, what happens? If you had $1 million in credit, what would you do with it besides piss it away? I said that out loud. Hey, every one of you are guilty of one thing. You have had money before and you wasted it away all the time. 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. What did you do? You messed it up. You screwed it up. That's what happened. Sorry. You did. What if I gave you 10 opportunities? See, the $1 million in credit gives you the ability to do one thing. Corporation, 9 divisions, there's your $1 million. Each division would buy a piece of something. So if we took the line of credit from here, what if we bought an apartment complex? What if you had a car wash? How about a Wendy's? How about a storage unit? Here's the thing, once again, rich and famous people, all right, companies never let their parent company do business. You're trying to take your LLC, 5 of those silly things, and you're trying to do business. It's okay when they sue that, they sue you. Congratulations, being a duck and a sheep. Don't worry, they sue your spouse too. LLC should be S Corp. C Corp is double tax, should be S Corp as well, my opinion. Maybe nonprofit. How about a corporation later on is equity holding? What if I gave you a folder like this? What if I turn around and said, okay, we have 9 storage units. You can put some money into it. What do we do? We've lined up about $5 billion in real estate this year in escrows. $5 billion. Okay. What if you wanted a car wash? Okay. What if you want a storage unit? Okay. What if you let me do my job and you just do what I tell you to do? What a concept. So that means you do it all, teach you how to do it all, give you the brokers list, get into coaching, whatever. You do it all. Fantastic. You do it. I named it you do, we do, I do. If I do it for you, with you, I'm going to basically do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to line it up. I'm going to say I'm in an escrow and you have the choice. And these 4 escrows I have this week. If you had 25,000 in this escrow, you own a piece. Your incomes after the payments paid is about $3,200. You're not making a lot. If you put 50,000 in, ooh, more. That's about 5,000 a month. Put 100,000, that's about 10,000 a month. So the income is based on what you put into it. If we build income, let's understand, 3 divisions create about 300,000 in credit. 300,000 in credit. Okay. So basically what we get to do is basically important as we stay. So guess what? We need to understand how to stay basically from this process. So guess what? So 3 divisions create us about 300,000 in credit. It allows us to get about 30,000 a month income. If we had 6 divisions, that's about 60,000. If it's 9 divisions, it's about 100,000 a month. So as you do this, understand something. As you're having fun listening and learning, what do we get to do? If I hand you a folder and says, okay, this has $100,000 potential for you. I got 9 people lined up. Would you like to be number 10? $100,000 for you. What does it create for you? This is going to give you $9,600 a month. Would you want it? Which one of these would you like? So let's understand something today. By now, you should have some questions because you should be asking questions, not just listening and learning. Now, let's think. As you apply knowledge, you're going to have questions. When you have one question answered, what are you going to get? More answers and more questions. See, every time we learn something new, we have to understand we feel like a bunch of dummies. I do. So the $1 million of credit is simple. Why don't we break it down into pieces? Why don't we understand the banks bankrupt 22,000 locations last year and they wrote off on their taxes? It's up to you. So if you have any questions as well, ask questions. I tend to answer all the questions before you ask them, but it's okay. I'm sure you have a question today. Now, why would an LLC become a corporation called S? Well, the limited liability company, there are 9 types. What kind do you have? So if I have an LLC, it's online. All right, the state sees it online. That's you and the officers. That's everything else. When they sue that, they sue you. See, you probably guaranteed a car or building or what, credit as well. So there's a problem with that. So if you want that $1 million, we have to break it down in pieces. The organization, LLC, in my opinion, because it's not a corporation, should convert itself under the 2553 or the 1244 to an S corp. That's when you make money, S corporation. When you make money. Until then, no, leave it LLC. Why not? The next thing is, why is the C corporation be S? Well, the C is double taxed. It pays tax and you get a paycheck. It's double tax. So what do? We turn it into an S corp. The S corp is the easiest dummy-proof corporation to have because what? You can be the lousiest bookkeeper. Hopefully you're not. And what do? You can basically offset all the taxes you're trying to do under the S corporation. But what do? We can't write off our Rolex. Can't write off our haircut. Can't write off the chef coming home. That makes no sense. Unfortunately, circus clowns say that all the time. You can, and I don't believe it to be true. Been studying law and accounting since I could walk. It's kind of fun. Let's understand how to play the game as we play the game as well. So let's do this. How many of you would like to take the next 12 months and play with me and have $100,000 a month income? Very simple question. How many of you would allow me to tell you what to do to get your corporation with 18 divisions and create $100,000 income a month to the corporation? Again, I need you to put the number 8. 8. Because why? It's very simple. Because 8 is my lucky number. I love the number 8. Okay. I was born on the 8th of March. Very simple. What do? So let's write down the number 8, please. Let's write it down. Number 8 for my what? Ferraris, Lamborghinis, race cars, race boats, and motorcycles. Why not? Simple. So that's what I did. So if you want me to hold your hand for the next 12 months and get you 100,000 income, to write down the number 8. Number 8. Come on. So I understand. If you don't have a corporation in the link tree, they're free. Free. So we got 8. The guy wants it all the time. Okay. So write down the number 8. If you want me to get your corporation, all right, and line you up my way and tell you every step by step how to do it correctly for the next 12 months. At the end of 12 months, if you do what you're told, you will have up to $100,000 income to the corporation. Remember, it's not your money. It's not your money. It's not your money. I'll say it again and again. How many would like a corporation, all right, 18 divisions and $100,000 income? You've been wasting your money your whole life. Come on, I'll tell you, you're wasted. You're what? Fluctuation, utilization, crap, credit score is crap. So type the number 888. Now, don't just say me 888. I want you to type the number 8. I want you to type my lucky number. It's very simple. 888. 88888. Come on, 8. What do we do? Hey, Freddie, how you doing today? Now, if you let me tell you what to do, your LLC will convert to an S corp when it makes money. Not until then. Your LLC will actually have what? It'll have a bank account at Chase. Why Chase? There's no interest of the damn credit cards, personal business for 22 damn months. It's free money. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to have personal and business credit. Then we're going to get a line of credit. The line of credit is going to be up to 150. Okay, that's what we're going to do. The next thing is we're going to play with American Express. American Express, remember, they have this blueprint loan up to $250,000. Okay, and I don't care about the interest rate. I'm going to write off anyway. Corporations write off interest rate. So if you allow me to do what I do best, it's very simple. Okay, great, thanks. Okay, no problem. Now, we're going to create that LLC to be S Corp because I said so. C Corp to be S because I said so. We're going to get to $3 to $5 million. The IRS says $5 million below small companies and their rules and tools. So if we do $1 million a year, that's what? No. 100,000 a month is $1.2 million. So in 12 months, you can all have a corporation do $1.2 million. Corporation receives money, doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. Now you get a paycheck. Your paycheck will equal to your write-off base. Let's write it down. You will learn how to recycle money. Recycle your paycheck off your house payment, getting your money back on the tax return. Everyone should recycle their money. So again, you put the number 8. That's what you need to do. So remember, lines of credit up to 150. That's the corporation, and that's per division. Each division is going to have its own line of credit. When I designed division process, understand, I had a big problem in 1984. In 1984, I am known as the king of satellite television, these big, ugly antennas. Big, ugly antennas, manufacture, distribution, retail stores, and installation. We're doing hundreds of millions of dollars. But I had a problem. So I own some Shakey's Pizza, some 31 flavors, some ice cream places, Subways, and shopping centers, and condos. So what did I do? They told me I had to pay a franchise tax fee in California. All right, now franchise tax fee today is up to $1,000 per year, per corporation. If I had 5 LLCs, I'd be stuck. I didn't want to do that. Sacramento, I went to Sacramento, they gave me 2 choices. Create a division on a form or modify a form existing. So I could create a form or modify one. I modified a form and I created a division process. Each division has its own credit file. So let's write it down. Each division has its own what? Credit file. That's the goal to understand. So if I have a parent company, never does business, it manages entities. Managed entities, that's what rich and famous people do all the time because I train them how to do that. I've incorporated 39 million people, create 60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the years. So that's what happens. Does each division have its own EIN? Not in the beginning. No. We want to daisy chain credit first for 3 to 5 months. Each division is on the same bank account. You cannot have multiple tax IDs on the same account. You're allowed 1. Your parent company will have 18 divisions. Each division has 9 lines of credit in 9 locations. Once we accomplish these goals, we ask for separate billing. Again, that's what we're doing here. So we have basically credit cards for Bitcoin, stock, gold, silver, no problem. If we want a hard asset, it's a storage unit, it's a Wendy's, it's a car wash, it's an apartment complex. When you buy that, please do yourself a favor, okay? All right? So we said before, I already answered that question. You highlighted it twice. I answered the question 3 minutes ago. Okay, as we do this, let's understand something. What do? Each division is going to daisy chain credit on an asset. No rich and famous person ever allows their parent company to do business. It doesn't make sense. I mean, can you imagine? You got an LLC today. You named it after you. That's called dumb number 1. You name what it does, dumb number 2. And dumb number 3, you're allowed to do business. Why? So understand something. Please leave your questions you have in the link tree below, comments right below. It's all you need to do. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to answer them for you. All right? Also do one thing. Let's pretend you did everything I told you to do. Let's pretend you turned around today and you wanted this 250,000 line of credit, American Express. Now, you need to type the number 6. If you want the Amex card to create a line of credit for blueprint loan up to 250, type 6. If I don't see enough sixes, I'm not going to go over it at all. So type the number 6, or I'm not going to answer it at all. This is $250,000 of credit. How do I get that? All right, here I get some sixes. Let me get enough sixes. I need 10 of those. There you go, there we go, there we go. Because I'm not going to answer the damn question unless you give me what I want. This is my party. I'll cry if I want to. So that's number 6. So let's understand. They want to see 30 transactions and $100,000 in and out of the bank account. If you don't have it, what do? If you're in one of my special programs, okay, let's show you what's going to happen. I'm going to show you basically the petty cash account for last month, petty cash. This is 215. This is 61. Okay. And then this is 61. So if you allow me in programs to help you get to the point of getting the 250, all right, you could elect me as a CFO. As a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, I have no power to do anything besides verify bank accounts for you. As you get into programs, you get stuck. I have these pieces to get you unstuck. I have every piece you ever thought of to get you unstuck. What do we do again? If your credit sucks, okay? And I had a website called mycreditreportsucks.com years ago. People didn't like it. They got mad at me. What are we going to do? I'm going to add you to live credit like here, right here. And I'm going to get you a card off one of my cards and give separate billing for you. So I can get you lines of credit. But again, I need you to maintain a balance on personal credit up to 15% at all times. Because if you pay it off, they're going to shrink the limit that's obtained for you. No. So again, you want the blueprint loan. We look at our personal credit. We want to make sure it's basically what? If you do this exactly right here, very simple. These fluctuate, these do not. This is 100,000 of personal credit. This gives you safety of 71,000 of safety for your family. Next thing you think about is God, family, money. God is first, family's husband and wife being one, and then money. Now we position ourselves for the LLC. The LLC, we want credit. We're going to get lines of credit up to 150 right here, 4 different banks, no problem. Then we're going to get the Chase cards. Chase is going to give me a card up to 50,000, no interest rate up to 22 months. Well, what happens? Very simple. I'm going to use this kind of credit for what? Bitcoin, gold, silver, stock trading, whatever. I'm not using a credit card to close an escrow. That would make no sense. I'm going to use a line of credit from American Express because they allow me to become the bank, the 250. Each division will be set up. Now, each division will have a line of credit. Each division will use checkbook money. Checkbook money is writing a check to escrow. If escrow closed escrow today, let's say we close escrow and we had a car wash. That's not simple. I wrote the books 47 years ago on car washes and laundromats. Now I got clients, you need a laundromat card. No, you don't. You need to own the damn thing. Why are you trying to be an entrepreneur when most people fail? Sorry, 97% of you fell and you fall and you know what? You bring the pain home. Stop it. If we close escrow on a car wash today and we put $25,000 in escrow, you're going to get about $3,200 a month. That's about it. That's all you're going to get. You're never going to be rich with me. I don't want you to be rich. I'm not rich. But I created my first $1 billion structure at 21 years old. 2.6 billion, all right, 26. When I died in the coma in 2009, it was 3.7 billion of structure. Well, I have my houses and mansions in Big Bear, Havasu, and the one in the harbor and all the places. My yacht's in my backyard. Where is yours? Please tell me. Show me where you park your yacht. Because mine's in the backyard at the time. Remember, we're going to have a legitimate business, LLC into S Corp, legitimate what? C Corp to S Corp, and you're going to make up to $3 to $5 million before much tax is due anyway. What we're going to do is add strategy to that as well. Your corporation, 9 divisions across, 9 locations of something. I don't care if I buy a storage unit, a laundromat, a car wash. All I care about is what? My yacht is still in my dreams. Well, again, my yacht was in the backyard with the race boats and the Sea-Doos and the Duffys. Look at the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. Very simple. So I'm the guy that's not full of crap. I'll help you get there. You're not going to ride off your Rolex, your haircut, or the chef comes home. And when you take out your beautiful wife or husband to dinner, you're not riding that off either. You're not calling it a business trip. All this BS crap out there, it's ridiculous. You actually listen to it. And they say that 41% of you have 5 LLCs. Why? I don't understand. So today, what are we going to do? Let's understand today, very simple. Would you like 150,000 line of credit at the bank? The answer would be yes. Okay, let's get to 150s. The banks I want you to play with, here we got Chase, my favorite bank. Here we have B of A. All right. Here we have US Bank and Wells Fargo. These are checkbooks for 150. Debit card with the checkbook into an escrow. That's what your goal should be. If you get this, American Express, they want 30 transactions and 100,000 in another bank account. Don't have it, I'll help you get it anyway. If we look at our personal credit today, what do we need to do? We need to put it back on track. The reason your credit sucks is because you don't know what you're doing. Amateur hour's over. So you take a picture of this. It's very simple. This helps you get past go. If we take our personal credit, and every card is at what? 29% rules. I set up the system in 71, by the way, all right, all the way to 77. And what do? All cards fluctuate. So we put a sticky, we dummy proof it. So we get to do. So I want 29% in all personal cards. If you can't get it, you do a wrap or rescore, pushes scores up, gets more credit, reduces your debt to ratio. Simple. In the 70s and 77, 78, it was oldest card, fluctuation rule of 29%. And I called it granny money at the time, granny money. What does that mean? They're trying to figure out how to get people to get escrows closed, and they became gifted money. I called it granny money. I figure everybody's got a granny, right? I never got one, but I figure everybody else has one. Why not? So granny money was created to be auto income and was called gifted money. If I have this on my credit score and I have these positioning right now, very simple, what am I going to do? These don't fluctuate. They don't fluctuate. Very crucial to understand something today. So if I have this and this, what do I have? I have 100,000 of personal credit. That's me, and my spouse has it as well. My wife, we've been married 21 years. We became one 21 years ago. All right, under one, we get money, and that's what we do, God, money, and credit. This is 71,000 of safety credit. The goal is 71,000 of safety credit. That would be the goal for all of us. If we have that correctly, that's the ultimate goal for all of us. See, safety. I believe today your biggest problem is you. I bet you don't have peace. I bet you don't have peace of mind. I bet you're stressed. You jump up and down. You do the same rerun all the time. I think it sucks. But again, you don't have peace of mind. What does that mean? Peace of mind means your bills are paid, you have the leftover, and you're okay. You're just okay. If I would chase an Amex, should I start establishing relationship with Wells Fargo? No. All right, let's position, understand. You have Chase already. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Do you have a bank account for the business at Chase with divisions? Hopefully the answer is yes. If not, let's get there. Is Chase personal or business or both? That's the next thing. Amex, do we have personal or business cards? Understand, Amex is great for both personal business, gold and platinum. Do you have gold and platinum because they don't fluctuate? Or do you have blues and clears and they're jacked up? Remember, if corporate credit didn't show up on personal file, that's okay. But if you jack it up, they're not going to give you another card. There's the problem, even though it doesn't show up. So if we listen and learn, Chase, I position it, 18 divisions. All right, got to have my Sapphire and Freedom card first, and then my Ink card. Chase will not give you a line of credit unless you have a relationship with their affiliates. Their affiliates happen to be their credit cards, by the way, if you don't know that. So if I have Chase, not a problem. As long as I have Ink cards and I have what's called Freedom or Sapphire. Now, I got to have an average balance. Average balance needs to be 3,000. That's an average balance that builds up and away. That's the ultimate goal for all of us. Up to $3,000, that's the goal to happen. That's what you need to do as we play this game to win. If for 90 days, listen very carefully because you're asking the question, for 90 days, I have a gold, platinum, okay, no problem. 90 days, I have my bank account at Chase. I have an Ink card. I have a Sapphire Freedom card for 90 days. On the fourth month, I'm entitled to doing one thing, asking 150. Now, when you ask for that line of credit at the bank, you call them on the bank, they say come into the branch. Then at the branch, they're going to put you on the phone to their back room anyway. This magical back room somewhere. As long as you have a position right, you'll get up between 50 to 150. When you get the checkbook money, I'll help you line up. You do it on your own. It's very simple. Please use this to buy something. I don't understand why you don't own a part of a Wendy's restaurant, storage unit, laundromat, car washes. I've written 67 books so far, how to do auto income and invest in something so you get income the rest of your life. See, your whole goal would be very simple. If I got $50,000, I'm spending $25,000. 75,000 on credit, 50, 100,000, 75. If I have 150, I can spend 100. The goal is never to back yourself in the corner. Numbers never lie, only people do. Sorry, numbers have never lied to me. Okay, I love numbers. I've been studying accounting and law since I could walk. The number 8, I love it because it's infinity beyond. I was born on March 8th. Very simple. I like goodies. You like goodies? Everything I obtain is always a goodie. It's a division. See, I have a problem. If I slip and fall, someone's going to sue me. What do I get to do? I can sue someone else. Liability is a big problem. We have these attorneys on TV and blah, blah, blah all the time. What do? Billboards on the freeway. See, it's like today. I'll bet your car today is registered to you. You see, that's the biggest mistake you ever do. What happens? If your car is registered to you, doesn't matter if you're driving it or not. They sue the registered owner. The registered owner should be a division, by the way, division. Let's do this. Let's write it down. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporation or my family. Can you write that down, please, please, please? So I don't want to sacrifice what? My family or the corporation. Unfortunately, when they sue the LLC, they sue you and your spouse. C Corp, same thing happens all the time. If we have a management company managing entities, each entity is a line of defense. No rich and famous person ever does business as a parent company. It don't matter if you're Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Bezos, no matter what it is. Banks bankrupt locations called branch numbers. So do cities. It's amazing. All right, cities or corporations pledge their assets to the state to the federal government. That's why they filed 11 bankruptcies for cities. They have a Chapter 9 for bankruptcy. It's like anything else we do today. Banks and cities file bankruptcy while you're bringing the pain home. What if we had a division and I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not the corporate, my family? What would file bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act automatic stay? Division. I'm not here to be steep an attorney, but I want you to plan the problem. I want you to plan the problem every day. If we plan the problem, we don't bring the pain home. Got it so far? Never bring the pain home. There's no reason to do that ever. But it's a choice as you play this game to win. The ultimate goal is very simple. We want to play to win every step of the way. That's the goal. See, our goal is this. If the corporation does business or they sue it, who are they going to sue? They're going to name you in the lawsuit. That kind of sucks. So as we do this correctly, okay, as we play this game to win the game of business. Nick, can you tell B she left the checks on my desk? She was supposed to get those earlier. She was at lunch at the time. Sorry to say that right now, but I want to make sure everybody gets that before they leave and go home. Very simple. As we play this game. Now, what does this mean? Today, we have the ability to play to win. The ultimate goal is very simple, to play the game to win. I don't want you to lose. The reason I created this for me was for me, not you. Okay? I wrote this when I was 14 and a half years old. Okay? I lied when I was a kid. I'm a liar. Isn't that terrible? See, I had to pick up my Lamborghini at the auction. I needed a driver's license. I borrowed someone's birth certificate. I got a driver's license, said I was 21 when I was 14 and a half. Had a beard at 12. They couldn't figure it out. Why tell them anyway? So I lied. Isn't that terrible? I picked up my Lamborghini going, bum, 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 bum. But also I was tested at 2 week of junior high. Went to West Coast College at 14. See, I never went to high school. It'd be a waste of my damn time. Why would I want to go to high school? Bunch of silly people screwing off? No, thank you. The winning the game of business was important to me. Then I updated it all the time again and again. What did I do? Then I turned around and what did I create? I created books called For Dummies. Books for Dummies made sense to me, but that was already taken. So what do we do as we play this game to win? Okay. The goal is to win the game of business every step of the way. So guess what? Winning the game of business made sense to me, but then I did what's called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. The Millionaire's Founders Kit was created for one reason. 12 books and CDs for every month of the 1 month. So I get up to the 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. That's pretty important as we play this game and to win. The ultimate game's up to all of us. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got some questions coming up. They keep popping in and out. Okay. City of, all right, Georgia, U.S. needs to hire you. Okay. They mismanage funds, fixing. All right. So, understand something, please. I was asked to be the mayor of the city of Orange 30, 40 years ago. But again, I didn't want to go into politics. I'm having too much fun creating millions and billions, okay? I drive Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Aston Martins all the time. Not now, but back then. So why do I do that? They're going to think I got some money. No, I already made the money. See, here's the thing about me, okay? I want you to verify Ray Reynolds, the Godfather credit. Built 60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the last 50 years. I'm online 6 days a week. Okay, Monday through Friday, anywhere from 2 to 5 times a day. Saturday, I have classes all day long. Your goal is to listen and learn today, okay? Let's do this again. Why don't you get a copy of Winning the Credit Game? It's free. It's in the link tree. See, what happens, you're going to hire a credit repair. Credit repair is a fraud. It's against federal law. I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but the Attorney General's office says they must be registered at the Attorney General's office, collect no money up front, be nonprofit, 501c3 exemption. So if you like a copy of Winning the Credit Game, please, it's in the link tree. It's up to you. I'd like you to get a copy of Starting It Right for your kids. So I want you to DM, and understand for yourself as well. Winning the Credit Game. How about Starting It Right? Starting It Right. Simple. You need to understand about credit, personal credit, and business credit. I wrote this for the kids and for you as well. Download it for free. It's usually $50 in the open market. It's free now. What do? You send it out to everybody you have an email. Give it to the world for free, please, on the half bat of me. All right, because I want you to play the game to win. Every book I used to write in the past would show the Lamborghini, the highest kick in the world. All right, mansions and yachts, why not? So you'll find out I'm the guy that's been out there for 50 years training the trainers and the coaches. Even some of the circus clowns out there literally bought my books 18 years ago, like Grant. Even Ryan did as well. They're all coaches now. Wow, skippity dippity do. Join the school for $20 a month. I'll teach you what you can do yourself and charge you anyway. It's a bunch of hooey. Again, if you turn around today and all you had to do is very simple. All right, all cards at 29% rule, maintain 15% on the balance. What do? Automatic payment, paperless on personal credit, and utility bills. And then we make an extra payment weekly by weekly on every card. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. I wrote it for TRW, became a Sperry in 96. Then you call 888-567-8688. You opt out on the national mailing list because right now you're allowing them to sell your information. See, you're lacking knowledge. I'm sorry, is what I call dumb. And you're not dumb, but you do dumb. It's like you don't know what an SS5 is. I don't understand. SS5, SSN, and 1040. So if we want to play, let's play my way because your way what again? I'm sorry, I'm going to say your way sucks, my way works. Simple. There's your future. How about you allow me to send you a mouse pad? All right, I'll pay for all the costs and I'll send it to you for free. DM me, that's all you have to do, or call the office right away. 800-254-9506. So what happens, very simple, is I'm going to send you the mouse pad so you can focus what you're supposed to be doing today. No one gave you focus. Your family gave you the amateur hour. I'm sorry. They gave you what's set up for probate. Why would you set yourself up in your family for probate? Because that's what you were trained to do. Unfortunately, that's what you did. It's like right now, the up and down show on your credit file. This is ridiculous. Now, when someone says, look what they didn't do something. The system does it itself. Reduce your debt. So all you need to do, 29% ratio. Put yourself in a robbery score and watch it go shoot up. So no one's taking the credit for it. I'm not going to take the credit. You got to be part of the gift. You got to be part of the dream. Anybody can take their score 150 points, 163 to 763. Anybody can do that. Anybody, even you. It's not hard to do when you know how to do. But again, instead of listening to circus clowns, you might want to think about doing it for yourself. And that's what you get to do today if you want to. So the ultimate goal, all we have to do today is learn how to play the game to win. What is it again? It's a game. How many of you want to win the game of business? Now, if you want to win the game of business, I need you to type the number 10. Please type the number 10 if you want to win the game of business. 10. I'm not going to tell you the next step if you don't type 10. It's very simple. Okay, forget it. Never mind. You don't want the $1 million dream. Okay, number 10, number 10, number 10. See, we need a perfect 10. That's how it looks. We need a 10, 10, 10. See, your goal is you. If we repackage you, every step of the way, you get to win the game. Is that okay? If we win, we're going to do it my way because, again, I'm going to say what my way works. Your way is what? You know what I'm going to say. So guess what? Welcome to basically here. Have some fun. Again, 18 divisions help you create this. This is your blueprint. This is your focus. And the number 10 is what you need to focus on because you need a perfect 10 in your life. Half of you are stressed out. You bring the pain home. And you got friction because of your loved ones at home because you jacked up your credit and you rolled the dice to try. As long as you're trying, you're not what? But again, what did you do? You brought the pain home because you didn't have to, but you did what you do. I don't like what you do. Sorry. I would like to send you a mouse pad because this changes your life. That's what's on the screen. Let's change your life. I mean, come on. You've had your chance Today's the day you fire yourself. You look in the mirror and say, you're fired. You had your chance. That's what I want you to do. Sorry. Terrible. If you fired yourself today and you hired me, what am I going to do? I'm going to get you in 12 months or less our auto income. Would you like 3,000 a month or 10 or 100,000? Pick it. 3 divisions, usually 300,000 a credit, 30,000 a month. 6 divisions, 60,000, 600,000. 9 divisions, up to 100,000 a month. Your choice is very simple. It's up to you. Never bring the pain home. Never bring the pain home. See, the point you have today, you don't have peace. I have peace. I love it. It's great for me. You see, when I go home to my beautiful wife, she and I became 21 years ago. I don't bring the pain home like you. I'm sorry, I don't do that. It's not acceptable. I'd rather basically, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I will not bring the pain home ever, 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 because it makes no sense to me. See, I'm doing my job. I'm the man, I'm the father, I'm the husband. I got to man up. That's just me. I've got to understand how to play the game to win. So when I go home to my beautiful wife today, it's very simple. Okay. I didn't bring the pain home today. Whatever day I had, I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to tell her if I had a bad day. If I had a great day, I'm saying, hey, honey, everything's great, fantastic. Isn't that great? If I had a bad day, I'm never going to tell her that. I'm sorry. If I tell my beautiful wife I had a bad day, I take those beautiful brown eyes and this, I go down. I can't wait to go home. Why? I'm going to see this beautiful, crazy woman, and I'm boring as can be. All right, walk out of that house and that estate, that mansion she lives in today, spoiled rotten. And what is she going to do? She's going to have her circus clowns follow her behind her. All her animals. She might as well have the dogs, the donkeys, and the sheep and the white going, blah, blah, blah. I'm a dog, I'm a sheep. I'm going to look at that beautiful face. That's my peace. That is my peace. Okay? I don't go home and bring my pain there. Because if I had a bad day, I did my job. Good day, bad day, I did my job. I'm the man, I'm the father, I'm the husband. I got to man up. Hey, I got $5 and a boy. Let me tell you something. I got 6 kids. So you could play the game to win if you want to. I don't bring the pain home, but you do because you choose to. That's what you've chosen to do. It's up to you. I brought in my first $1 million as a kid at 15. I brought in my first $1 billion structure at 21 years old. Why the blank didn't you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you? I don't understand why you bring the pain home in the first place. There's no reason to bring the pain ever. There never has been. So again, you want a perfect 10. What do? You call 800-254-9506. You talk to a specialist. You get assigned. Here's what I tell you to do. If you want to change your life today, I'd make sure you're assigned to a specialist. You're assigned to a person. This person's your point person every step. This person's going to help you get to the American dream. They'll guide you through paralegal team. All right, from there, the division team, the corporation team, even getting into coaching with me or a junior coach or group coaching. It's up to you as well. Your choice is very simple today. Okay. You've had your time, you're 60, 70s, 50, 40, 30, 20, whatever, and you didn't make it yet. I'm sorry, because you didn't listen to me telling you what to do. I will tell you what to do. I treat my clients like they're 2 years old, always have, probably always will, because I want you to do what I tell you to do, not want you to think. You had your chance to think, no more thinking. This is what we're going to do, step by step by step by step. So thank you for the invite. Thank you for you as well. It's very simple. We play the game to win, to win. Again, DM me now. Pick that yellow dot. Go tick 100 times, many times. What does it do for you? Simple. Help me help you. I got 66,000 followers in 19 weeks. Not too bad. I'd like to send you the mouse pad. It's right here. It's very simple. It's what's on the screen. I want you to focus on this. I'll pay for the whole thing for you. Simple. Because I have no hesitation besides helping you get to $1 million dream. But again, this is very simple for every one of you. Your goal today would be basically one thing. Do you want to change your life? You want to do it my way versus your way? I'm sorry, I don't like your way. I've never liked your way. I watch millions and millions of people do it wrong all the time, listen to a bunch of clowns, and I don't like their ways. I don't want to buy the water. I don't want to sell the water. I don't want to tell you this and that, blah, blah, blah. I just want to help you get to the $1 million dream. It's right there in front of you. It's right there. If we play the game, we can win. But if we don't play, how are we going to win? So guess what? I'm online between 2 to 5 times a day. Saturdays, classes all through the day, and they're all there for you for free. I'll hold your hand. I'll get you where you want to go. Okay? My wife's very simple. She calls this my hobby. I'll tell her she's right. She wants me to travel around the world. She says, you don't need to do that. Yeah, you're right. See, I control millions and billions of dollars of businesses, but I'm a puppet master. I'm not dumb enough to put something on my name, okay? That's you. Unfortunately, you followed the dumb, da da dum, dumb, dumb, dumb. I don't like dumb. So again, I don't think we're dumb. I think we do dumb. Does that make sense? I think we follow dumb. See, what you need to do today is very simple. I don't have a magic wand. Mine's broken and bent. But if you allow me to tell you what to do and how to structure it the right way, I'll bet you I can get to Mainer status. This is 12 months or less if you do what you're told. Do what you're told. If you do what you're told again and again and again. That's why you need your mouse pad to focus on this in every step of the way. So the bottom line today is very simple for every one of us, okay? All right, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. They got the nickname in KNX Radio. I've built 60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the last 50 years. I'm online 6 days a week, helping people all the time. I'm the original coach, current coach, future coach, and I study Atlanta County every day almost. So what do? I help coach Carlton Sheets people, some of them, Dave Delgado and Russ Dalby. I'm the coaches of the coaches. How's that? We get to play the game to win. Do you want to win? Let me know. So I'm going to let you know how to do this. Today in the link tree, all right, link tree, free corporations, free books, all right, talk to the people, get a hold of a rep, assign to a specialist, and let us help you every step of the way. But if you want to keep wasting money doing the circus clown thing, go for it. I think your biggest problem has been you. Unfortunately, I think it's you all the time. Sorry to say, but it's true. So I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit, 60 billion of credit. I'll hold your hand. Tell you exactly what to do. And I will guarantee if you do what you're told to do, you will get up to $100,000 a month income automatically, pay your bills, get a paycheck. That's what you do. Simple. Let's break even. Let's recycle paychecks and understand that as well. Good afternoon, ECATS. How you feeling today? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to do? 800-254-9506. 800-254-9506. The ultimate goal is very simple. Click the yellow button on the left-hand side. Share, share, share. Get a hold of me. Get a hold of the team. We're going to help you every step of the way. If you don't do it, you kind of blew it. You don't do it, you blew it. Again, what I want you to do is help yourself, help you step by step. All right? Have a great and blessed day and do our best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.